How you guys doing? This is Jack.
And this is Ace, mixing it up a little bit today.
How are you?
Doing well. How about yourself?
Oh, not too bad. We're proud to be bringing this podcast exclusively on YouTube. We have made the switch.
Exclusive. We are switching 100% to YouTube because SoundCloud, they're penny pinchers.
Monetary restrictions.
Yeah, monetary. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah. So we're hopping over to the old YouTube, and hopefully that actually makes it easier for a lot of you to listen. It's a little more accessible.
Yeah,
a little more enjoyable.
We're hopping on a YouTube channel called People's Podcast Hub. This is going to have various podcasts, so you can view whichever ones interest you.
Whatever tickles your fancy.
There you go.
It's going to be real exciting. We've got a couple different things coming. We've got a true crime and scary stories podcast in the works with me and my lovely live-in girlfriend. It's going to be really exciting.
You're pushing me out. Save me.
Yeah, you got to move out.
Yeah.
He's been living in the closet in the spare bedroom.
I'm not coming out of the closet
for a little bit. He's got a bag of Doritos and about 6 feet worth of Subway sandwiches in there. It's pretty gross. So
Subway hits. I like Subway.
It's a little different.
I wouldn't be too mad. You throw me in the closet with a couple freaking meatball marineras. I'm happy.
Dude, ooh, those are the best.
So for my YouTube channel, not plugging this, Vlogging by Instinct.
Vlogging by Instinct. Go give a follow.
The other day, we decided to walk 25,000 steps, which doesn't seem like a lot because the average day is 10,000. But, man, for our unathletic butts, 25,000 steps in 80-degree weather.
That's rough.
Killed us.
Did you do it all in one go, or did you break it up?
Yeah, it took us about 4.5 hours.
Jeez, where'd you even walk?
So we started at my friend's house,
mm-hmm.
and anyone who's not from Nebraska might not know what we're talking about, but I walked down to 84th, okay? Then we walked all the way through downtown Papillion, all the way to Shadow Lake. Then we went back even further to the actual Shadow Lake. We went to the town center, and then we went to the actual lake. And then we rewalked it was 25,000 steps, about 12,000 there, 12,000 back. Then we played some basketball, but killed me. But that Subway sandwich I had, 13,000 steps in, doesn't taste any better.
No. See, my problem, though, is with the meatball marinara, and I'm sure a lot of people can agree here. When you take a bite, and that little jerk on the end wants to hop out of the sandwich, and it just flies off. How do you counter that? Do you just, hold your hand on the end of the sandwich?
Listen, that meatball is just trying to live its life.
Just trying to go. Just trying to live. It's got things to do.
It thinks it wants more in life. It wants to maybe be part of, spaghetti, Yeah. It wants to upgrade from a sandwich shop.
Does the meatball know that since he's already been...
Whoa. Assume genders.
Does
they
meatball... Does the meatball know that it has already been on a sandwich, so it can't go into spaghetti?
Well, the meatball isn't defined by social standards.
I think the meatball needs to just go for...
I think the meatball can do whatever it wants.
Just go. Just get it over with. Move to Seattle.
Meatball, if you're out there listening, I don't know if your name is Frank or Sue or what, but...
Assuming names again.
I did both genders.
Eurocentric... European white names that you're choosing.
I just said both genders.
Yeah, but it's still
that means
really
it's restricted
racist.
to two, and I don't want to.
You could have been like Xantu and Akala or something, but no, you had to be racist about it.
Get off me. Get off me, okay?
Off.
Listen, XAEA-12, you can do whatever you want in life.
Thank you.
That's that meatball's name. Shout out Elon Musk.
Shout out. What's his wife's name? Grimes?
I don't know if it's his wife.
Is it not?
It's just his partner.
Oh. One of those.
Her name is Grimes.
Grimes. That should really just kind of say some...
I believe she's a musician. I can't say I've heard much of her. They actually changed the baby name.
They changed it to what?
Mm-hmm. Because California wouldn't recognize it as a name.
Oof.
So let me pull it up real quick.
So now it's just Karen.
So they changed it from XAEA-12 to XAEA-XII. So big.
So they just changed the number.
They just changed 12 to II.
It's Roman numerals.
Well, yeah, it's
now.
Roman numerals.
So
they really XII is 12. So
they didn't change anything. They just that must have been what it is because on the birth certificate, they might not be able to have numbers.
Yeah, that might
Because
be
then
it.
you can name your kid like baby number 1. You know, it's
But
not the sons.
Grimes just said that Roman numerals look better TBH.
Oh,
So
that's pretty good. Glad
they're living it up.
they are living it up. They are doing something right.
Yeah. I actually just watched this series. It's on Showtime, but allegedly you can get it for free if you just know the right website.
Allegedly.
Escape at Dannemora. Did you ever hear that story? It was about 5 years ago in 2015. So 2 inmates were able to convince, they were kind of like in a relationship with this woman who worked in the, she was a seamstress there, worked in what's the factory that they make all the clothing?
You got me. I have no idea. Sweatshop.
Gosh, this is gonna kill me. Whatever. She's a seamstress there, and she was married. She still is married.
Oh, good for her.
And they were able to convince her, while sleeping with her, to sneak them tools through hamburger meat. So how it would go is she would bring the hamburger meat to one of the other prison guards, and the prison guard would not even ask questions, just give it to the prisoner. Then the prisoner would open up the hamburger meat. There'd be like tools in there, like a hacksaw. That's what they used mainly.
Yeah.
So then they were able to basically cut around where their like vent is in their room, and they climbed out, and then they used like a sledgehammer to knock through 2 brick walls, and then they spent like a month using the hacksaw to cut a hole into this like sewage drain. And they spent like a month on this, and then they'd have to go all the way to the end and cut a hole out there. So then finally these 2 convicts escaped, and the plan was that she was going to pick them up once they got out of this sewer drain in the street, because that's what it led to.
Yeah.
And she was going to pick them up, and they were going to kill her husband and go to Mexico.
Why is it always Mexico? Why?
I don't know.
There's nothing in
And
Mexico.
they were like right next to Canada. Just hop up real quick.
Yeah, seriously.
Like like 30 miles away.
Just literally walk.
So what ended up happening was she had a panic attack. She couldn't go through with it. And they popped out, and they were like, what the heck? So then they ended up going through like woods, and one of the guys was kind of like a heavier set guy.
Yeah.
And he ended up getting tired, so the other guy left him behind. And he was drinking a lot. They stumbled across a cabin with a crap ton of alcohol, and he was drinking a ton.
Why would you do that when you're trying to escape?
Yeah.
Like that just, I get it, you're out now. You want to like, I don't know.
They were so close to Canada. But spoiler alert, I'm going to go ahead and finish this off, so if anybody wants to watch it.
Skip ahead about 40 seconds, 50 seconds.
There you go, 40 or 50 seconds.
Yeah, just pop ahead.
They ended up finding the heavier set guy named Richard Matt, and he was in the woods, and he wouldn't surrender. He was trying to shoot one of the officers, but there was like 30 officers.
Yeah.
So they shot him twice in the head, and he's dead. And then the other guy, David Sweat.
Sweaty.
He was close. He was about 100 yards away from the Canadian border, and he was going to be able to get through. And an officer from 100 yards away shot him with a pistol twice.
Oof.
Hit both shots.
That's an impressive shot.
Hit both shots.
That's impressive.
Very impressive.
So now I have to ask, I don't know exactly what the law is on the borders, but if there's a fugitive crossing the border, they're not allowed to shoot? They can't shoot across the border anymore?
I think I'm sure they can,
Yeah.
but it was the fact that he was going into like these woods, and that was like going into Canada. So they just figured that if he made it there,
Gotcha.
they probably weren't going to be able to find him. I actually don't know the law on that.
Because I know, like, and it's an extreme example, but like between North and South Korea, it is like a violation of international law for either side to fire a shot over the border.
So if you like break the law and then hop over, they can't do anything.
They shouldn't be able to. Like they're with a lot of the people that like flee from North Korea. Once you cross that border, if they shoot across at you, which has happened like once or twice since the Korean War.
Mhm.
But if they shoot at you, that's a violation of like international law.
Yeah.
Like that puts them in a lot of deep doo-doo. So
But
we always end up talking about North Korea. What is this?
it's your fault. I mean,
I shouldn't have themed the podcast after communism. That's the problem. That's where I messed up.
the interesting thing, David Sweat ended up surviving, and now he's on 24-hour surveillance in Buffalo, New York.
Let's see what this guy looks like. Sweat? Is it spelled like sweat?
Yep.
Yep. David Sweaty. Let's see what this bad boy. Oh, wait. Oh, not what I expected.
What'd you expect?
I don't know, like kind of a bulky guy?
No.
Not some scrawny Tiger King looking
Guess how he got in?
mother trucker. How?
Guess?
Rape.
No. Killed a cop.
Oh.
Killed a police officer, and the other guy got in by dismembering his old boss's body.
I don't know. This guy looks like a rapist.
But,
Weird.
you know, he was really an advocate for his innocence because he said, I didn't kill the police officer. I only shot him a couple times, and my friend came in and fired the last bullet. So that was like his...
Interesting.
So his when they interviewed him after he got captured again, he said that he felt like it was his time to get out. He felt like he did enough time, and that was just his way of correcting the justice system.
Huh.
That just sounds like you want to get out.
Yeah. Well, wouldn't you?
But so then the officer who carried the meat and transported it, one of the guards, he ended up getting 4 months prison.
Wow.
And then the lady, her name is Jennifer Tilly. No, Tilly Mitchell. Oh. No, Jennifer Tilly is actually a poker player, so, and an actress. So I kind of got my mind on poker. But Tilly Mitchell, guess how long she got for her aid?
Not that long. I'm gonna say 10, 15.
Years.
Yeah.
She got 7 years and got out in 5.
Wow.
And her husband stayed with her.
Nice. Hey, would you believe me if I said I found 4chan, or sorry, not 4chan, Tumblr fan art of this trio?
I want to see it now.
Just through my searching, just through yeah. Tell you what, I'll
You know what? This new YouTube feature, we're going to pop it on the screen right now so you guys can join in with us.
yes, we'll pop it on. Yeah. Here, let me send this to you real quick.
I'm excited, but
It's
this
gonna be gross.
this is a very good series. I know I just spoiled it for everyone, but please watch it. Escape at Danamoria. It's very interesting. So,
Yeah. So we're gonna put the fan art up real quick. Now that we're both looking at it. Yep. It's pretty good, huh?
it's so off too.
Yeah.
Like
They're handsome.
She's blonde.
That's gross.
So
I love it though. David Sweat.
In the picture, she's brunette.
Which one do you think David Sweat is?
Definitely the guy on the right.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know.
The guy in the middle was kind of shorter and kind of has hair like that. But interesting stuff. Glad we can interact with you and throw that on the screen.
Yeah. Perks of YouTube.
So I'm not going to bring this up again, but unanimously in the community, Wendy's breakfast is a go.
I don't know why. I think anyone that voted a go on that,
Be nice. Be nice.
I don't want you listening to my
Hey.
show anymore.
Hey.
I don't want it.
Hey.
Unsub.
Hey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be nice.
No, I cannot. Let
I'm
me
gonna-
see. What was the final vote? No, it wasn't. No.
No, just by people I've talked
No, it
to.
was a 66.7% on nay. One yay. And
The
then
people
that
I've-
was your yay
The people
last I
I've
checked.
talked to.
Last I checked, that was your yay. And you retweeted it. Very good. Very good. 82 people saw it.
You can see that?
Yeah.
So 82 people saw it and 3 people voted.
7 people engaged with it and 3 people voted.
That disgusts me.
We're on the way to fame, brother.
Listen, when we get too big, we'll remember you guys.
Yeah. Hey, 100% on live show, though. 2 votes. So whole 2 people want to see us. And I think one of them is, was one of them you? Did you vote on live show?
Oh, I don't even remember. I might have. That could have been it.
But yeah, so I guess we're going to be doing a live show, which is kind of exciting.
Yeah. What's the plans for the live show?
Honestly, I don't know. I was thinking we could just sit down and watch something, or, just if we have a GoPro, we could just like walk around and vlog like real cool people.
Let's do a mukbang.
You want to?
If you want.
I don't know that I can handle that much food.
Well, you don't even know what we're eating.
Yeah, but I just can't handle a lot of food.
I thought the 6-foot sub was the way.
Are we eating like rice wafers? Because then I might be able to handle quite a bit.
A little quinoa.
Yeah, that's the good stuff. Don't disrespect the quinoa.
So, are you guys and girls, women I believe is the correct term.
Whammon?
Are you specimens? Are you rice or pasta people?
That's a good question.
What are you?
Me? Depends on the dish.
Like,
if
okay, what's your favorite dish out of rice and pasta? Like, what's your...
damn.
I can tell you I'm a pasta person. I mean,
really?
Look at me. I love pasta, man. I'd rather eat pasta and have love handles than...
I have like, I love chicken cacciatore, which is a pasta, but I also love curry, like with the same intensity. So I'm torn between two lovers,
Yeah, I remember one of the dates I went on.
Excellent segue.
One of the dates I went on, we had Indian food because I told her, you can pick whatever. So we got Indian food. And they brought out this big pitcher of water. Like, most people don't. Like, groups of 2 don't even go through that pitcher of water. I went through 3. That thing was so spicy.
You don't like spice?
I can't do it.
No?
I think it has to do with being a redhead, too. I think
that might be it. I love spicy food. I don't like it coming out the other end, but I love spicy food.
No, it killed me. And we were in downtown Lincoln.
What's the name of the place? Because now I got to go there. I have to go. I love spicy. I love curry. I love Indian food. I love it all, man. I don't like the end results, but I love the journey.
It was definitely a really nice place. It just didn't settle with me well. Plus, we walked around for a while. It's called The Oven.
The Oven.
Shout out to The Oven. They have one in the Old Market, too, so you should go.
They have one in the Old Market?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn. I'll have to go then. Yeah, that sounds awesome.
They have good Indian food. It didn't settle well.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to The Oven. A1.
Did you have any bad dates? I'm not saying that was a bad date if you're listening. Just didn't settle well.
The food, not you. I don't know. I dated a girl that was just not good. It wasn't a single date that was bad. It was just like a string of events.
We've been there.
It was just a string of events.
No, like, bad dates in particular?
Not really.
I've had a couple.
Not that I can think of.
I don't want to say a couple, like, I'm not the issue, but my girlfriend and I had a great date. But here's the thing. I had one that was so, like, okay, when you talk online, right?
Yeah.
It's like sometimes you just vibe online and then you come in person and it's just like a completely different thing.
Yeah, it's like a different person.
So I was vibing with this girl online. This was a little bit ago, so I'm vibing with her. And we meet up, go to a movie, and just the whole time it was like so stale.
Oof.
So halfway through the movie, she goes to the restroom, and I swear to you, I just thought she was going home. Like, it was that bad.
Really?
I was just like, she's not coming back.
See, I haven't really had a date that went poorly, but that was just because I was strategic, and I didn't pick dates that would be awkward.
Yeah.
Like, I picked things that I didn't have to talk too much with, Like, movies were always a big one for me. I would take a girl to the movies. I took a girl to coffee one time, but it wasn't really, like, a date. We were just going. There's actually a really, really funny story. Okay, it's not really, really funny, but it's really funny. I was in college. I was starting off, right, and this girl, she walks into the class, right? So I'm 18. I'm thinking everyone there is at least 18 and up, So I see this girl walk in. I'm like, she's cute. She sits down next to me, introduces herself. It was Spanish, so we have to do, like, this exchange, like,
Mi amor.
Yeah. Hola, soy Ryan,
Yeah.
introduce ourselves and all that garbage. But
You're like, su es muy caliente.
yeah, eso es muy caliente.
Okay.
So
We
anyway,
lost 9 viewers.
just pushing on the race boundary there. So, I'm thinking, she's pretty good looking, she's nice. So
Yeah.
then, streak of luck, never had it happen before, never had it happen again. She says, "Hey, I need a ride home." And I was like, I'm going to do it. So we go down. She gets in the car. I'm driving her out. First joke I make like an idiot is, you're a real trusting person. I could be a killer. First thing I said to this girl, and she just kind of laughs and looks at me. She's like, "Nah, I just need a ride."
Wow.
I was just kind of chuckling about it. But anyway, so we're driving along, and I'm like, "So, you work anywhere?" She's like, "No, I don't work anywhere." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." Like, how do you not work anywhere? And then, so we keep cruising along, whatever, listening to music, talking. I'm like, "So how old are you?" And she goes, "Oh, I'm 15. I said, "You're how old?" She was 15. I was like, "How the hell are you in a college class? And why are you wearing so much goddamn makeup?"
Damn.
So anyway, I get her to her house, and she's like, "Hey, do you want to go to coffee sometime?" I'm like, I'm gonna pass on that one. You have a good night. You have a great night.
But then you did take her to coffee.
But then I did go to coffee. But I went with a buddy.
Okay.
I went with a buddy of
Was
mine.
it just kind of one of those things to get her to stop
It
asking?
was, yeah, because she kept talking to me throughout everything about going to coffee, all that garbage. So then I was like, I'm just going to take her. I'm going to, fucking take my buddy with me for, backup, accountability, whatever. Like, that way, if she tries to say shit, my buddy's there, so it's not like anything happened. But then I just bought her a coffee and essentially told her to fuck off. We'll bleep that.
You got your
And,
editor Rye has his work cut out for him.
It might not be edited.
No, it's a tricky situation when you have someone pestering you and you don't want to be like a jerk about it. So you're just kind of like,
Well, and I was also like fresh 18. So I was still like in that high school mindset of, oh, pretty girl, like whatever.
yeah.
And then whatever. So yeah, it's fucking weird. I don't know how the hell she ended up in a college class though. It was something to do with her like, what is it called when you do both high school and college?
Oh yeah, I don't
It's like
dual enrollment or.
there you go. That's the one. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good
Dual
for her though.
enrollment.
I'm sure she's doing well.
I don't
I'm
know.
sure she just turned like 17. She just had her sweet 16.
Dude, yeah, seriously, that was the worst experience. My first thought when she said 15 was I need to stop and kick her out of my vehicle. But then I was like, she's a 15-year-old girl. I gotta
Yeah.
get her home now.
Well,
So, yeah.
at least you had coffee and then didn't speak to her that much anymore.
Yeah, no.
Shout out to her though.
No shout out to her. No shout out to her.
Shout out.
You gotta get a goddamn birth certificate from chicks nowadays. You know what? I'm not even. I'll edit all this out. You gotta get a fucking birth certificate from these women. You gotta tell them wash their faces off before you can even take them out to some fucking coffee.
Listen here. So, the YouTube channel that we're using, we previously uploaded only 3 things, and that was the Combat 24/7. Please check it out if you guys enjoy listening to stuff about MMA, mixed martial arts, UFC. That's me and my buddy Creighton. We do that. But the new viewers coming from that are subscribed, they're going to listen to this for the first time, and they're going to be like, what is this?
Yeah. I don't know, man. Listen,
So, shout out to you guys.
I like a podcast where I can just say whatever the frick I want.
Yeah, for sure.
But should I bleep the frick? Should I bleep it just for the
That should be the only thing you bleep.
just frick?
Just frick.
Bleep every time I say female.
Yeah, I mean, there's no necessarily, there's not a rule that's like you can't cuss, but I just kind of look at it like if we can avoid it, you know, because you never know who's really listening to it. A lot of the technology users are young.
Yeah,
you know?
true. But then again, I was watching Jacksepticeye at 13.
Yeah, but look how you turned out. Like, we don't want that to happen
Perfect.
to everyone.
Turned out sexy.
Turned out
quick on my feet.
like a Muppet. Turned out like a Muppet.
Yeah, you want to open that door?
You don't even like
No,
Wendy's.
I turned out, yeah, of course I don't like Wendy's. Wendy's is disgusting. And the Twitter followers agree.
We need a bigger audience, okay?
Also follow us on Twitter, People's Pod C3.
Yeah, we have a...
People's Pod C3.
But we're also going to have... This is one of the good things about YouTube. We're going to have all the social media down below, so it's just a click away. So just go ahead and head in the description.
See, that's why I'm glad I have you working on all that YouTube, because I am absolutely technologically retarded.
That you might have to believe.
I ain't believing that. Fuck 'em. All right. No, I mean, it's a good time. It's a good time.
No, we have fun on here.
Absolutely. That's what it's all about.
Oh, I have a grievance to air.
Oh, no.
The last podcast we did, episode number 4, I leave Edna Rye in charge. And 15 seconds in, I said, hey, can we restart this? And he kept it in. Second grievance, we also have kind of a fun thing where we add a song at the beginning of it. What are you doing?
Listen, it was a cuss word heavy episode, okay? I was focused on getting them swears.
Okay, that's fair.
Scrubbing for swears.
You had to kind
of... No, the song will be in the what's the word? Snafus will be ironed out.
Well, here's the thing. We can also kind of have 2 people working on it at once, because you do the editing part, then I'll be able to go through, add the thumbnail, put the stuff in the description.
Make it look sexy.
Make it just look gorgeous.
Glistening, yeah.
Because that's what we're here for. We're just here for a gorgeous product that sucks.
Absolutely.
Wouldn't you rather have a shiny turd than a...
I want a gorgeous bow on my pile of vomit.
Speaking of Bo, we need to have Bo back on.
Oh, yeah. Kaylee, she wanted to be on. She talked to me the other day about getting on.
Shout out to Kaylee. We're going to get you on soon.
Yeah.
We need to figure out time.
We should have her on for the live stream. Just have her, Bo, and, like, someone else.
Get, like, 6-foot sub.
Yeah. Just eat it
They'll
all,
just
dude.
kill it, dude.
Yeah.
They'll kill it.
Yeah.
Kaylee is about 100 pounds.
Just more like 60 pounds soaking wet.
But...
She's a little one.
She could probably smash a sandwich.
You think so?
Yeah, probably.
It's always the small girls that can do that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they just... I don't know where they keep it.
Small people. Look up Matt Stoney.
Matt Stoney?
He is, like... in the top 5 of competitive eaters. He eats like ridiculous amounts of food, and he's like 100 pounds.
Yo, little Asian guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is ridiculous how much he can eat.
That's wild, dude. That's really... Who does he look like? He looks like someone... Oh, what does he look like? I can't place it. It's something. He looks like a mashup of like 2 people.
He looks like Colin if one of Colin's parents were someone else.
Looks like a slightly less hot Colin.
Shout out to Colin, by the way.
Yeah, Colin. We got to get him on as well.
I didn't mean that in disrespect.
No, slightly less hot Colin. Doesn't quite get
more like Colin's
goose.
brother, probably.
Yeah, I can see it. If you don't know what he looks like, it's not really an apt comparison.
Yeah, that's true. But we're going to pop Matt Stoney on the screen as well. Shout out to our editor, Ryan.
Editor Ryan, who doesn't know what the hell he's doing, but is trying his best.
It's a work in progress.
Dude, it is. It absolutely is a work in progress.
No, but think about that. Hamburger meat, man.
Are we back to the prison guys? The hamburger meat with the tools?
That's nuts to me.
Yeah.
They escaped.
Well, I mean, it's always like the thing is the trope is getting in some cake. I mean, hamburger meat's just like meat cake.
Yeah.
Are they getting them in burgers, or are they just getting them in ground?
She literally went to the store and just got a platter of ground beef and just stuck that mother lover in there.
Did she send it in raw, or did she cook it?
Send it in raw.
And did they just give it to the guys? Like, here you go, have fun.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, so you got to think that one guy who got 4 months in prison knew. You got to think, right?
Imagine had they not gotten the memo, and they just cooked up the slab of meat. Just started
bit into a hacksaw.
Yeah, just like went straight through and just cut off their lower mandible. That'd be rough.
I wouldn't be mad at it.
That'd be really rough.
Probably do justice.
Oh, hey, he's sponsored by Nathan's Hot Dogs. Nathan's Hot Dogs, better hot dogs, less hooves and buttholes.
Well, here's the thing. Kobayashi used to be the big competitive eater. I'm sure you've heard of him.
Is he the ugly one?
Look up Kobayashi.
How do I spell that?
I don't know.
Found it. Kobayashi. It's exactly how you think it's spelled.
He used to be like...
Oh, wow. Yeah, he is the kind of ugly-looking one. I remember reading about him in Ripley's Believe It or Not when I was younger.
He used to be the one, but now the leading guy is Joey Chestnut, and that guy kind of has some fluff to him.
Dude, I want to see some fluffy Joey Chestnut.
He's got a little bit of a fluff to him.
Dude, I love that you just know all these competitive eaters by name.
Dude.
Yeah, he's not that fluffy.
No.
I mean, he's bigger than Kobayashi, but not by much. He's a good-looking dude.
Look up Randy Santel. He's also another one. I'm going to get you looking.
Oh, it's 1L.
Well, you're going to see a skinny...
He's a fluffy boy.
Don't look at the skinny pictures of him.
Dude, he used to be jacked.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Where does neck go?
He used to be Mr. Olympia.
His neck just got...
Now he's Mr. Chinimpia.
Technical difficulties. Please stand by. No, that's crazy. Oh, is that pizza? Hey, have you ever seen Man vs. Food?
Of course.
Yeah. You ever see when he took on this pizza right here? This big one? I'll put it up on screen for you guys. It's like this big old crazy looking pizza, and he had to eat an entire one of those, and he would have gotten a t-shirt and his name on the Hall of Fame, and he went outside and barfed.
Dang.
So hard. Also, fun fact, when I lived down in Cabot, Arkansas, there's this little barbecue joint. I can't remember what it's called, but he actually had an episode at that barbecue joint, and I used to eat there all the time. His plaque is on the wall there still. It's like absolutely insane. It's so cool.
I think it'd be fun to do a food challenge, even though I'd epically fail.
Yeah.
They have some ones local that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Oh, guess what challenge we just tried?
Which one?
The 1,000 Pringle challenge. Now, when I say this, you probably think it's not that much. It's super hard.
How much comes in a regular package?
Okay, so do you know the mega cans of Pringles?
No.
They're like a Pringle and a half.
Let me say. Mega can Pringle. Are they like really long?
Yeah. So a thousand
crazy.
Pringles is 9 of those cans.
9 of those?
So I did it with me and 2 friends, and we
Wow.
figured we could do 3 each in 30 minutes.
Yeah, no.
It was brutal.
Huh.
It starts cutting up the roof of your mouth.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, hey, we're coming up on 30 minutes. Good first half. You want to cut for a break, and we'll come back for part 2.
Thank you for joining us in part 1.
We love you all. We love you all. Thank you for joining us.
All right. See you guys in part 2.
Bye-bye. How's it going? Welcome back from the break. This is the one and only Ace.
And this is the one and only Jack. How was your break?
Oh, it was great. It was great. Got myself a nice beverage, and now I'm chilling. Just chilling.
Chilling.
Had a little bit of CBD again. Really helps ease the mind.
I want to talk about CBD for a little bit.
You want to?
Yeah, sorry about that text coming in. I want to talk
Very,
about
very
CBD
busy,
because I don't know a lot about CBD, but you might be able to enlighten me.
Okay, what's your question?
When CBD first came on the market, like heavily came on the market, were people scared of it because it resembles marijuana, THC?
I mean, when it first really started hitting the market, it came through like vape juice and through like hemp products. So it was mostly through like lotions and soaps and vape juice and all that good shit. But I think now people are really starting to use the actual flower. But I think that like most people are just cool with cannabis. I don't think anyone really cares as much. So if I see someone who's chilling on their back patio and they're toking on something, my first question is not, oh my God, is that marijuana? It's just, oh, okay, cool. I don't even really think much of it. So I don't think it really scares people as much anymore.
Yeah.
But had it come straight into the market as the flower, it probably would have.
Yeah, because, there's a lot of negative connotation even still on marijuana and,
unfortunately,
THC products. So I was kind of wondering, it must have been kind of hard in the beginning to kind of sell that because, a lot of CBD products have scarce amounts of THC in it.
Yeah,
so that was
anything under 0.03% THC is legal CBD.
It was probably hard to sell, like especially if you're giving it to your kids. You don't a new product.
Well, and also, I mean, we really hit kind of like a big craze, that started, probably like 2014, 2015, We really just started off with this craze of cannabis use, especially medicinally, So, you see kids using full-on cannabis oils that, they get you high, but they're using it because it stops their seizures, So I think with CBD, it's almost like a way to sell cannabis to the masses, in a way that they're not too worried about. Because I can come home, I can smoke down an entire joint of CBD, and I can go right back to work, and I'll just feel good. I'll just feel relaxed. There's no head high. There's nothing there. I'm still able to operate just fine. I still do my job right. So I think CBD is just a real good way to market cannabis to everyday people. When I was at the shop the other day, there was a couple old people, not old people, they're probably in their 50s, but some older people were in there buying flour, buying soaps,
Yeah.
So plus, it's just a fun experience.
So what is the difference between using medical marijuana and medical CBD? Is medical marijuana necessarily even like necessary, or is it like for extreme cases that it's necessary? Because if CBD does like the benefits but doesn't get you necessarily high, is it like doesn't really seem necessary to get high?
So CBD by itself is not the cure. It's not as effective as regular cannabis. So the way THC and CBD work together is like yin and yang. They're a balance between each other. So if you have a ton of cannabis and a very, very little bit of THC, the CBD, you have a ton of CBD and very little bit of THC, the CBD is not going to be as strong, you see? And if you have a whole bunch of THC but very little CBD, you're going to have a very bad time, because CBD acts as like kind of a suppressant of THC, and THC acts as kind of like an aid to CBD. So when you have actual cannabis with higher levels of THC and higher levels of CBD, you're actually getting more effects. You're getting more like physiological effects. So that's why they use like regular cannabis oils for like seizures and all that good stuff.
Okay, give me a couple of examples of like conditions or like mental issues that people are going through where like CBD would be the best, or like marijuana. I know it's case by case, but like in general, is there like certain things that THC would, more THC and less CBD would be better, or is there certain things that maybe more CBD and less THC?
Yeah, so I would normally say that like if you find it difficult to like smoke cannabis and sit, if it's like something that like your brain goes haywire when you smoke, or you have panic attacks or paranoia or whatever, and you just don't enjoy the high, go to CBD. CBD is going to give you that anxiety-free lull, and you can just sit on the couch. You can watch your favorite show. You're not high. You're not, you're nothing. It's something that you can, if you need it on a job site, you can use it. No psychoactive effects. But regular cannabis is a much wider market than CBD, because they have so many different strains and so many different things that you can use for so many different issues you have. I always come back to seizures because that's one of the big ones, but eating disorders, depression, anxiety, PTSD, all these things can be cured, or not cured, but aided with cannabis and whatnot. So for anything, I'd really recommend just going to Colorado and getting actual cannabis. But if it's not available, CBD is a great secondary
Probably not
option.
for like the first time though.
What do you mean?
Probably start with CBD if someone's never experienced anything.
Yeah, you can. It's safe to give to your kids. It's safe to give to your pets. It's safe for you to consume. If you have a kid with high anxiety from school or whatnot, give them a little bit of CBD oil or a little bit of CBD lotions or soaps or bath bombs or whatever. Let them use that.
Is there THC like bath bombs and soaps and?
I don't know. I know there's topicals. There's topical for cannabis, but I don't know if there's like bath bombs. I'd imagine there is though. Yeah. It's such a big market that you can do so much with it.
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely. It's quite an interesting thing because, 10 years ago, you weren't seeing much of CBD.
Mm-mm.
You were seeing it, but now you can even go on YouTube. Your favorite YouTubers are like, hey, I have a CBD sponsor. or like
Yeah.
or like a lot of MMA fighters in the MMA community have CBD sponsors. Actually, on the last episode of Combat 24/7, me and Creighton were joking about Creighton and I, we were joking about we need a CBD sponsor now that we have an MMA podcast, because it's like it's kind of becoming the norm.
It is.
So
it is.
do you think with CBD becoming the norm that'll lead to more THC becoming the norm, or do you think that's still a big step for us to take?
I think that with CBD becoming so normalized that it's only logical that the next step would be legalization, because the main reason that we don't have federal legalization, besides the slow hulking system that we have, is because there's a lot of people that genuinely don't understand cannabis, and they fear what it does to people, and they believe the stereotype that, you know, the pothead who sits on his couch and eats Doritos and doesn't contribute to society, which is not true. I mean, you can look at Colorado, you can look at California. Those states both legalized, and they have, you know, some of the best fitness in the country. They have some of the highest productivity in the country. California is the largest single economy in the United States. Like, obviously, pot is not a bad idea, you know. I think the next logical step is more CBD shops open, offer more flower, offer more, you know, options for consumption, and start really, really pushing the message that it's time to legalize.
Probably be really good for our economy.
Oh, it'd be massive. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry.
It's really helped Colorado.
I mean, the only thing,
the states that have legalized.
Yeah, the only thing that I worry about is that, like, we'll have like a cannabis Marlboro, you know, where it's like cheap, nasty cannabis that's covered in chemicals, and it just, you know, it's not so homegrown and earthy like it is now.
Yeah.
Because that's the best part, is like a lot of dispensaries, you know, they either source it from somewhere in the local area or they grow it themselves, you know. So you know what you're getting, you know the product you have in your hand. If it turns into some big corporate whatever, you don't know what you have, you know. It goes right back to the black market, you know. Like, you have no idea what's in this stuff. It could be rat poison, it could be whatever, you know. It's just whatever.
What about legalizing other drugs?
I don't know.
I've heard some debates
Yeah.
about legalizing even like harder drugs. I'm not a fan of that, but I guess
I think stuff like meth and heroin, I don't necessarily think should ever be legalized, but certain like mushrooms, I don't see a problem with that. There should be, you know, clinics you go to, and that they dose you out, and, you know, like psychedelics. Certain psychedelics, there should be clinics that you go to, you know, you sign a waiver, here's your whatever, and then an actual medical professional gives you your dose, puts you in a safe environment, there's people watching you, you know, you're able to enjoy the trip without, you know, gouging your own eyes out, or, you know, something stupid like that, or going into traffic and getting hit.
Yeah, I
So
guess
I'm cool with
the only
that.
argument to that would be, you know, I think it would turn into recreational use, and, you know, for psychedelics, if people have a bad trip, it can mean their life.
Yeah.
That's
true. That's why it's iffy territory, but ultimately, you know, the human experience is a very wide thing, and if someone decides that it's time, you know, I think there should be a lot of social, you know, like, hey, you know, just know this is something that could really do some damage, but it's just like plastic surgery. I mean, thousands of people die a year of plastic surgery incidents and things going wrong with that, you know. It's not a huge number, but it's still there. It can happen.
Well, this is a good transition from plastic surgery. I was hanging out at my buddy's lake house, and there was a lot of people hanging out there, coming in and out. And on the table, there was little pair of booby implants
Oh? Just chilling? Just hanging out?
laying on the table.
Where did they come from? They were just there.
And then later on, people started throwing them at each other.
Oh, very good. Nothing like collagen to the face.
So I didn't know. I'm not very
I'm not a smart man, Jenny.
I'm not specialized in the
You are special.
in the breast implant market,
No?
but apparently you just like ladies just slip them in their bra.
Oh, that's not an implant then. Those are just...
Not an implant, but they were like latex.
What are
They're,
those
like,
called?
filled with gel.
Both researching booby bigger enhancer. Booby inserts. Oh, they're breast inserts, yeah. I see what you were looking... Okay, yeah, it's like a weird, like, latex padding that goes into your bra. That's weird.
It was weird.
Women are weird creatures. That, not to be sexist, but actually, you know what? I take it back. Guys do some weird shit, too. I've seen videos of guys, like, putting cucumbers down their pants. I was like, yeah, okay. This one has a nipple. Why do you need a nipple on it?
It was super weird that somebody would just like leave it on the table.
Well, hear me out. Imagine how weird it would be, right? So, this is PG-13, so everyone under the age of 13, please close your ears. But imagine, you're at a party, you're at a bar, we'll say a bar, you meet this beautiful woman, right? You bring her, you're like, hey, let's get back to my place. You go back to her place. Back to your place, sorry. And,
Either one.
it doesn't matter. Start getting, start making out, get on the bed, undo her bra, and then 2 titty implants just fall out onto your bed. What do you do at that point?
I feel like you're too deep in.
Do you just smack them off the bed and pretend you didn't see anything?
I mean, what else are you gonna do?
Yeah, I
You
guess.
can't just be like, well,
You really
that's a deal.
These look like
Deal breaker.
something that a serial killer would have. These look like something that a horny 13-year-old would buy on Amazon.
The funny thing is, I didn't want to touch them. So when we recorded the Pringles challenge, they're just sitting in the background.
Is that on YouTube?
No, not yet.
Damn.
But
That's hilarious. Who was at the house? Was there like a party going on or something?
it's like one of my friend's family members is staying there for the summer.
Female?
And there's no, it's a guy.
Oh.
But there was
Ooh.
about 10 ladies there and about 2 guys.
You should do
But
some research.
It
on
was
that one.
awesome, man. Going out there was such beautiful weather. Going out on the lake, and they have like this slide that you can ride down. It goes into the lake, and it was a good time.
That's good. That's really good.
We're going back out there Friday. So
Cool.
You're more than welcome to.
I might have to tag along.
You're more than welcome to tag along. Fun beach, not beach, lake day.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
What lake is it on? The wet one, the splishy splashy.
Let me research. It's not like a big lake. It's
Uh-huh.
it's like there's a bunch of houses surrounding it, but it's pretty small.
Okay. Yeah.
It's in Platteview.
Oh. Okay.
So yeah, you should
Dope.
tag along.
Yeah. No, that'd be dope. That'd be really dope. As long as I could take the breast implants home.
Yes.
I get to?
That's, you can take one.
Get a party favor.
You can take one. Levi can take the other.
I'll just mug him for it later. I'll just get John to mug him for it.
Dude, he's doing shout out to Levi.
Shout out to Levi.
He's doing a knife club where they send you a new knife every month. So I wouldn't steal his booby insert.
Shit.
He might throw down with them knives.
So good. Yeah. Hey, does he even listen? Do you know?
I think he does. I think only the true fans make it this far though.
Here's the real question. The other day you said that your old man wanted to listen to the show.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
I haven't showed him yet.
No.
I've got to like prepare myself.
Don't show him this episode.
I was gonna send him this episode since it's on the YouTube, but maybe next episode.
Tell you what, we'll do a quick clean take, so you can send him that.
I'll just
that
send him-
clip.
We'll make
So
a
anyway,
separate,
Joey, how are you?
right? What would your pop say?
He'd probably laugh. He'd probably tell me not to show my mother, but he'd probably laugh.
Yeah, I think that's most fathers.
Yeah.
Just don't show your mother.
I mean, I think my dad would just have more of an appreciation for the comedy. Like, if it wasn't funny, he'd probably tell me it was stupid. But if it was actually funny, he'd be like, just don't show your mother. But then he'd, subscribe.
You have to, man.
Turn on notifications.
13 subs. Shout out.
13 subs. We're moving up in the world, dude.
Yeah, so I have now been introduced into the booby implant world.
How was that? What was your
Listen.
first thought when you saw those?
As a female,
You're a female?
if I were a female,
Wish
I don't
you
know.
were.
I'm not a female. But message to females, listen, if you have a size A, size D, whatever you have.
Size F. F.
Size Z.
Dude, did you know it goes up to F?
F?
I don't know how high it goes, but I found out that F cups exist. They're massive.
No matter what it is, you just own it. You don't need to insert anything. You be you.
Yeah.
You know?
That's a good message. That's a good message.
Find somebody who likes you for you, not for what you tag onto your body or what you change with your... Like, that's why I'm such a advocate not to do plastic surgery unless it has to do with, like, an injury that you sustained.
Yeah.
Like, just be yourself. Like, I guarantee someone's going to love you, and if they don't, then you're just unlovable. Listen, if you can't find... I was getting really sentimental there, and then I'm just, like, through the bomb.
That's awesome. That was awesome.
No, for real, though. Just be yourself, you know? People respect people who are genuine and who are themselves, you know?
Yeah,
They don't like people who change themselves because, think about it. If you're settling down with someone and you're going to marry them, like, you can change yourself for the first couple months, but you can't change yourself your whole life. So when does that wear off? When does that marriage become, not happy because you've been changing yourself and now the real you comes out?
Right. But I'll also tag onto that don't change for people, but self-improvement is always a good thing.
For sure.
I think that's been forgotten. Is like people are so used to just be yourself that they don't want to like be their best self. You know?
Like self-improvement, but not in the form of surgery.
No, yeah.
Like,
unless like you were saying, unless it's like reconstructive surgery or something.
Like I love it, man. People going for a jog, eating healthier, maybe reading some more books.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying don't do that because I think we should strive for that because I was listening to a podcast with Joe Rogan today and Kevin Hart was on. And Kevin Hart was just explaining like you need to better yourself because you never know when you're going to need to use that. And let me explain. He sustained a car crash. I don't know if you've heard.
Oh, I remember sending my old man a meme. It was one of those little kiddie cars that you push with your feet.
Okay, you know
what?
what?
It was sitting on a tree.
I'm getting
said shocking images from Kevin Hart's car.
I'm getting deep, and Ryan's just a bad person.
I'm a horrible person.
But he was saying how like the doctor said that if he hadn't built up a strong core because he broke his back, that he would have been paralyzed. So, like,
interesting. That
kind of gave me a different perspective. Like, a lot of people say, well, what am I trying to improve myself for? I already have a girlfriend. I already have a boyfriend. You know, I'm happy with myself.
Right.
You never know what you're going to need. Like, even working out, like building up your immune system, you know? Just different things. Like, focus on yourself, work on yourself, because you never know when that's going to come into play, and that's probably going to mean life or death.
Right.
Even defending yourself, you know?
Yeah.
If you're not fit and you have to defend yourself, it's not going to go well for you.
Even if you never need it, you know? Even if nothing bad ever happens, you know, it's better to have and not need than to need and not have, you know? That's what my old man always told me, so those are kind of words I live by.
Yeah, so on that note, I'm going to go get a cheeseburger. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, get me one.
No, I thought that was an interesting topic. Another topic I want to talk about, and I don't want to get deep this whole podcast. Oh, are you going?
No, I was just going to say at the beginning I said I was going to bleep every time we say female, and you said it like 6 times there, and I kid you not, I'm going to bleep every time we say female.
Please don't.
Oh, I'm going to. It's hilarious. It's just going to be one long beep.
No, I don't mean to get like deep on these, but this kind of stuff I want to talk about. Another thing I was thinking about is a lot of people, including myself, are trying to do like 10 different things, but you know we're kind of doing them all at like 50%, and that's why I'm kind of trying to find something that I can do one thing at 100%. And like right now, I just I'm in the point in my life, and I don't know if you can relate, but like you have this energy and this motivation to put 100% into something, but you just don't know what yet.
Right.
So it's like you're putting like 50% into all these different things, and you're not sure like what you're gonna do with your life.
Were you watching Parks and Rec?
No.
Okay, so Ron Swanson has a quote in there, and he says I've learned over my life, never half-ass 2 tasks, always whole-ass 1 task.
Seriously.
That's words to live by. Ron Swanson, the myth, the man, the legend.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Myth, man, legend. That's how it goes.
Shout out to Ron. I've never seen that series.
Dude, you need to. Just go on YouTube and watch Parks and Rec Ron Swanson clips. Just watch them all. Because you don't need the rest of the show. The rest of the show, listen, Ron Swanson is the man. He is the archetype of manhood, okay?
I love it.
So you need to watch him.
I love it.
He goes to a buffet this one time, and he says, I want the steak. And he goes, all the steak. Like, what do you mean all the steak? I want every steak you have in that kitchen. And they sure as hell, they bring out this whole platter of big old steaks. He just eats them all. He eats every steak. He's a man.
Then he has a clogged artery.
Then he dies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, pretty much.
That happens.
Dude, I remember there's one part where they tell him that, or he, like, finds out that the government can track you through, like, your use of the internet and, like, on your computer and all that good stuff. So he goes into his office and he rips out his computer and goes and chucks it in the dumpster. And I was like, if that ain't me, I don't know what is. For those of you that don't know, I'm, like, anal about, like, online security. I've got, like, 4 VPNs going right now, and
I just downloaded a
non-tracking
VPN
browser.
last night.
You just got one?
Yeah, because I was going on some websites trying to
Sketchy websites.
I was trying to get, like, free movies, and I know I should admit that because that's heavily illegal.
You wouldn't download a car.
What?
You wouldn't download a car. You don't remember that? Are you too young for that? Damn. It's a ad campaign where like you wouldn't steal a car.
Oh.
You wouldn't steal a purse. So why would you download a movie?
Oh my gosh.
And someone said you wouldn't download a car. So I would just say that.
Anyways, I got a VPN. But I ended up not downloading anything, if that makes any better. I just viewed.
All of the federal agents just turned off the podcast. They're like, he's not getting anything.
Yeah, hey, shout out to the federal agents listening.
Shout out.
Oh, wait.
Shout out to the. Yeah, I said it. What are you going to do about it? Have you seen that TikTok video?
I do not agree with that.
I condone.
I appreciate everyone
I'm getting
who
the worst look. No, it's a goof. I like to joke about that kind of.
Knock knock.
Who's there? ATF.
The federal agents.
Yeah. No, there was I'll save that for another time. There's a TikTok video I have to show you, but I don't want that on the
You got your
podcast.
editing cut out for you today.
I really do. This is gonna be rough. Or I can just go raw.
No.
Uncut.
When you go raw, a baby comes out. You just need to you need to edit that bad boy.
Yeah. I'm bleeping female.
And you're probably not going to bleep any of the other things you're
No,
supposed to
it's
bleep.
so funny. Yeah, you didn't swear one time, but I did. I'll take it all.
I know. I was trying to be good today.
No,
Because
yeah,
last
of course.
time, one of our viewers,
blur.
shout out, I don't know if he wants, shout out Jay. I'll just say the first letter. Shout out Jay
Jay.
for confidentiality.
Yeah.
Said,
Patient.
he told me, yeah, you cussed a lot in that episode. And I'm like, did you laugh? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, there you go.
Yeah, well, see, that's how I like it. Like, things just get 10 times funnier, especially with the bleep. Like, cussing makes it funny, but when you bleep it, for some reason, it's 10 times funnier. Just because you hear someone talking and it's just...
Well, I got a quick topic for you.
Okay. Yeah, we're coming up on an hour, so, I mean, give us the topic. We'll talk about it. It's
We'll
only
finish
58.
it out with a little quick topic here.
Only 58 minutes. So.
Are you... Now, I know you don't drink a lot of soda,
No.
but when you do... Are you more of like Coke products or Pepsi products?
Dr. Pepper's a Pepsi product, isn't it?
I think so.
I usually just drink Dr. Pepper if I'm drinking
Yeah,
soda.
it's a Pepsi product.
Depends. It really depends at the time too, though, because like sometimes that Fanta strawberry at Popeyes just really hits you. You know, it's like a different thing. Ooh, Mountain Dew Baja Blast is another good one. What is that? Is that its own
Mountain
thing?
Dew is Pepsi.
Pepsi. Oh, then I'm a Pepsi product guy, but I hate Pepsi, so that's weird.
I'm trying to pull up. Okay, so
I
Coke.
prefer...
Coke is like Sprite, Fanta, Snapple, all that good stuff, and then Pepsi is Tropicana. We got the Minute Maid versus Tropicana. I gotta go Pepsi products because I'm a big fan of 7-Up.
Yeah.
Mountain Dew, not straight Mountain Dew, but the flavors.
The only time I ever used to drink 7-Up was when I had like a sore throat. I mean, that was really the only time.
Yeah.
Other than that,
I'm not a big. I enjoy a pop, but I try to cut back because it's like pointless.
Yeah.
You're just like drinking sugar.
Pretty much.
I'd rather like enjoy a meal
Yeah.
that has the same like nutritional value.
Exactly. You're just drinking carbonated water with sugar in it and some dyes. It's not good.
So, wow, that's crazy. They have like the listed out restaurants that have either Coke products or Pepsi products.
Dude, that's awesome.
So, we're going to play a quick game.
What's the game?
Pepsi or Coke product. You got to pick.
Okay.
I enjoy this game.
All right, let's go.
Burger King.
Pepsi.
Coke.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay.
IHOP.
Coke.
Pepsi.
Are you serious? Okay, I'm awful with this.
I'll throw you a couple easy ones.
Okay.
McDonald's.
Coke.
Okay,
Coke
good.
all the way.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Coke?
Pepsi.
Pepsi.
They got Mountain Dew. You got to think who has Mountain Dew and who doesn't.
That's a good point, yeah.
Chili's.
That is Coke.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
Coke.
I knew that.
Applebee's.
Pepsi.
There you go.
Good,
You're getting
good.
better.
Getting better.
We'll do two more.
Okay.
We'll do three more.
Okay.
KFC.
I have not eaten at a KFC in forever. Oh, shoot. Pepsi.
There you go.
Did I get... Yo, okay.
Panera.
Oh, I can name one time I've had a Panera, and I was like 5.
Yeah, I don't eat much Panera.
I'm just gonna BS it. Coke.
Pepsi.
Ah,
And then last but not least, Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A, I know for a fact is Coke.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. That was a fun
I
little
don't eat
segment.
there 3 times a week to not know what their menu options are.
Chick-fil-A is awesome.
It slaps, dude.
It's a little pricey, but
Oh, it's worth it though.
oh yeah, it is.
Is it really though? Because like you gotta think, if you're just getting a sandwich, it's $4.99.
The inner chubby kid in me, when I pay for something, I look at like the quantity you're getting. So you're
I'm not even a chubby kid, but there it is. Yeah, I got the chubby kid in me.
Yeah, it's like you're getting like,
dude,
a normal amount of food, and it's like
yeah.
$10. Or I can go to Panda Express and get like a freaking boatload.
Exactly, dude.
But I don't need a boatload.
That's why sometimes buffets, like if you're really hungry, buffets are the cheapest option.
Have you ever like been starving and you're like, we need to go to a buffet, and after the first plate, you're just like, I should have gone to Chick-fil-A.
Seriously, yeah. No, I go to this place called China Buffet down in Bellevue.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is it that
Absolutely
high-end place?
Yeah, it's not really high end anymore. It used to be higher end. But,
Yeah, I remember that used to be like the spot.
It's awesome. On Wednesdays, they do military Wednesdays, and you get a little discount. It's when we used to go when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, I tell you what, they have a Mongolian grill there, and you go through regular Mongolian grill, pick all your ingredients, all that, put it up on the counter, they make it. Well, when I was younger, I was not good at eyeballing how much something was, how much food I was gonna eat. So I would like plop a ton of noodles into the bowl, like 4 eggs, like a whole ass pepper and an ostrich, and I'd just like put it up on the counter, and they'd make it all for me, and I'd sit back down. And mind you, I'm already 2 plates in, like I'm halfway to full. And so then I'd start eating this, and the noodles would just fill me up, and every time I would have almost full bowl of whatever concoction I came up with that day.
Shout out to Who Hot.
Ooh.
Who Hot's the definition of not knowing how much is in a bowl.
Yeah.
Because you get these like small bowls and you're like, oh, that's not that much food, and then you plop it on the plate. You're like,
Yeah.
because I'll get all the different meats, the sauces, and then I'll be like after like 1 plate. And me and my girlfriend went there, and she got like an appetizer for us. Had like egg rolls, crab rangoons. I'm like, we don't need this.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You know you do. I tell you what, Who Hot, excellent hangover spot.
I wouldn't know for another 3 years. Shout out
okay.
to sobriety.
You'll figure it out. Someday you'll know.
Just
saying, for your 21st, when you wake up the day after your 21st,
all the sodium soaks it up.
just go straight to Who Hot, dude. Seriously, that's the A1 spot.
Yeah,
But
you can't go wrong with the Chinese buffet.
No, you can't. Everything's so good.
I gotta say, like, American buffets they can be shady. It can definitely be a hit or miss.
I tell you what, though, there's nothing better than getting done with a meal at a Chinese buffet And I don't care how old you are. It doesn't matter if you're a kid or
I already know what you're gonna say.
old person.
Those
Going over to the
crusty-ass
corner.
cones.
Yes. Going over. You know the bowl though, the plastic bowl that looks like a lotus leaf. Yeah.
It's got the freaking things on the bottom.
You go up. You get that. You just get your ice
put
cream.
those 1 cent sprinkles
Dude,
all over them.
Yes, that tastes disgusting. They just turn into like a clumpy powder in your mouth. Yeah, those are the best.
I could never eat that ice cream because it was just like 90% water, 10% ice cream.
Yeah, that's the best part. You can make a massive cone. You can walk out of there with a cone as big as you, and they don't even bat an eye. They're like, yeah, fat-ass Americans. This is what they do.
Dude, kids used to freaking load up like 4 cones and carry it out, and their parents would be like, you're not going to eat that? They're like, watch me.
Dude, my dad would have smacked it out of my hand. I was allowed to get 1 cone, and it could only be like certain like height. If I came over and it was like way too big, he'd be like upset at me.
Have you ever seen anything gross at a buffet? I feel like a lot of people
Yes.
like stick their fingers in food. And
when I was younger, I was at this. It was a Golden Corral.
Okay.
Golden Corral, which is already low bar, you know. At a Golden Corral, and there's this lady. She's a big lady. She's probably pushing 300.
Okay.
Big girl, right?
That's pretty big.
So she's standing there. She's plopping a whole bunch of garbage onto her plate, and she goes, just sneezes all over everything.
Oh. And I bet she had no remorse.
No, she went to cover it with her hand, right? She has plate in this hand, spoon rested on her finger here, sneezes onto the fucking side of the hand, and goes right back in for more. Mind you, the back of your hand is not covering anything. That's deflecting onto the ladle and into the food.
Well.
So, yeah, just Golden Corral, skip that if you can.
Golden Corral used to be my girlfriend and I's go-to spot.
Yeah.
We're going to have to find a new spot
You're
after
gonna
that story.
Cancel that, dude. It's something different. I remember going to get Golden Corral with this guy, and it was just disgusting. I was sick when we got done, and I paid like how much is it?
It's pricey.
It's like
it was like $35 for me and my girl.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. You pay all that money, mind you. I was bagging groceries at the commissary at this point, so I'm walking away with maybe $30 a day. But you blow more than that.
Yeah,
at Golden Corral for bottom tier food, you know. But yeah,
the only thing they got going is it's bottom tier, but it's a lot of variety.
There is a lot of variety, and their fried okra is to die for.
You know, sometimes I get the meats are like a big hit or miss. You know.
Well, the thing I like about Golden Corral is like you can watch them cook the steaks. You know, so you can see how they're doing it. And
but you know those are like the cheapest steaks.
Oh yeah, of course. But I mean, you're watching them cook it. You know.
Yeah.
It's not like where you're walking up and there's just a platter of steaks. You know, it's like I want mine medium rare. Okay, they cook it up in front of you and put it down. You know, it's a good experience.
Yeah, maybe we'll have to do a cute little vlog.
Dude, mukbang.
We should live stream in Golden Corral.
Do you think so? I don't think we have to. No, China buffet. We have to. It's so much classier.
They wouldn't care.
No.
We should do it.
I'm down.
We could do like a Q&A.
Q&A? Yeah, I'm down for that. Just eat as much as we can and Q&A it.
All right, next episode.
Yeah. No, we'll get that down. We'll get it written down for some ideas for future vlogs and shows.
We're definitely doing a live stream within the next week.
Next week? You think so? I think it'll take a lot more planning for that.
You think?
Yeah.
No, just like a test run. Just sit down and shoot the... We don't need everyone. We just...
Yeah. I want to get the arms, but we don't need those. We can just hold the mics. It's not going to hurt anyone to sit on the couch and hold the mics.
Yeah, I mean, we'll make do, right?
Yeah, of course.
Or we don't even have to sit on the couch.
We don't have to.
We can go in public.
Yeah. I hope our sign comes in because then we could just like put everyone on this side of the table. For those who don't know, we have a long table and we each sit on either side. So there's a lot of space for people. So we might just like throw the sign up and put some people on the side and live stream. That'd be kind of fun.
But also, we don't need to use these. We can use like the computer microphone if we're a little closer. But
yeah,
we have a lot of things in the works. I appreciate you guys listening.
Yeah, thank you so much. Sorry for the longer episode, but
more content.
Stuff, man.
Can't go
absolutely.
wrong.
We really hope you guys enjoy. And I have a lot of editing to do.
I think the ends of our podcasts are always better. So maybe we just need to like flip the order.
Yeah. just open up by saying goodbye.
Seriously. Okay then. Somebody is currently getting it on downstairs.
Absolutely. Lucky guys.
But we appreciate you guys watching. Excited to be on YouTube.
Yeah.
Excited to have a lot more content coming from you. Yep. We were talking about 50% for a bunch of stuff. Well, we're going 100% into this now.
Yep,
So
100%.
Thank you guys once again. This is Jack.
And this is Ace. Don't forget to drop a like, a share, and hit that notification bell. Welcome to YouTube, the big leagues. Thank you guys for listening. It's been a pleasure.
God bless. Peace out.
Take care.